Boy is eating at a hotel with his sister. Poor girl comes and says, "Can you give me something to eat?" Boy says, "Take these potatoes." Rude sister says, "We're not running a charity here. Ask her to leave." Boy says, "I'll give you something else." He picks up a sandwich and gives it to the poor girl. She says thank you and leaves. Then the boy says to his sister, "Is this the way you treat others?" She replies, "I don't need your advice on this." Suddenly, the boy notices that his wallet is missing. He asks his sister about the wallet. She says, "I'm sure that poor girl took it. Girls like her always steal." Boy quickly runs to the guard. Guard catches the poor girl. Boy calls the police. Police arrive and start arresting the poor girl. Then the boy says, "This poor girl is not thief. Real thief is my sister. This phone contains a recording in which my sister is talking to someone on the phone about stealing my purse and trying to take over my property." Police officer arrest his sister and take her to jail. Like, comment, and share to support this kind-hearted boy. Woman steals petrol from petrol pump and gives it to her daughter. Little girl runs away with the can. Boy tells the woman, "I tried, but your card is getting rejected." She says, "You didn't put petrol in the bike. Remove the nozzle." Then she leaves. Next day, mother tells her daughter, "Wake up. It's time." Girl wakes up and says, "I know you do this because of my illness." Mother says, "I do this because I love you." She changes her appearance and goes to the other unit of the same petrol pump. Same boy comes and says, "This woman is a thief." She replies, "I'm not thief." Owner comes and asks, "Why are you both troubling this woman?" Boy says, "She came here to steal petrol." Owner says, "Bring her to my office." Girl comes to her mother. The woman tells the owner about her daughter's illness. Owner says, "I understand you did this out of helplessness. That's why I want to give you a job here, so you can treat your daughter with respect." Single mother thanks the owner. One like and share for this kind-hearted owner. Rich boy dresses like a beggar, eats at a hotel. Waitress comes and says, "This is your bill." Boy says, "I don't have any money." Waitress says, "If you don't pay, I'll have to tell the manager, and he will make you pay." Boy says, "I can wash dishes or clean the floor, but I can't pay the bill." She then takes money out of her own pocket and goes to the manager to pay the bill. Manager asks, "What were you talking about with that beggar?" She says, "Nothing. He just asked why the food here tastes so good." Manager takes the money and says, "Go back to work." She leaves. Few days later, same rich boy comes back with his father wearing nice clothes. Manager says, "I'm so happy people like you are visiting our hotel." Boy says, "Sorry, but we want that same girl to serve us." Manager goes and says her to serve them. Waitress comes and says, "Tell me what you would like." Rich boy gives her some money and says, "I want you to use this money to start own business." Girl thanks the rich boy. A like and share is a must for this girl and rich boy. Blind woman is sitting in a cafe. Waiter steals money from her purse. A man sitting behind sees everything. Woman asks, "Is someone near me?" Waiter says, "Yes, ma'am, I'm the waiter here." Woman says, "Can you please bring me some sugar?" Waiter starts to walk away. At that moment, the man picks up a cup of tea and bumps into the waiter. The waiter's clothes get wet. The man picks up the money from the floor and gives it to the waiter. Waiter takes the money and leaves. Next day, waiter is sitting in a house with his girlfriend. Suddenly, blind woman comes in. Waiter gets nervous when he sees her. Woman shakes hands with the boy and says, "My daughter must have told you that I am blind." Waiter says, "I didn't know that." Woman says, "Your voice sounds familiar." Then the girl shows her father's photo to the boy. He sees the photo and tries to leave. Then the girl's father tells him to stop. Police officers arrive and arrest him. Waiter apologizes, but the girl says, "I hate you. You are a thief." Police take the waiter to jail. Tell us in the comments, should the waiter be forgiven?